There's another sector, non-bank finance corporations, which are not doing so well.
Right.
RBI has effected intense scrutiny and back-to-back penal action against some of these NBFCs, particularly in segments which are in the unsecured loans business. Now, unsecured loans do not have any collateral in the event of a collapse, therefore they are vulnerable. Bank lending to NBFCs have shot up 16% in the past 12 months to 15 lakh crores from 13 lakh crores. Also, a crucial number, that is personal loans, including credit cards, credit debt, and outstanding amounts in these have surged 28.8% in the past 12 months. Now, has the RBI acted to avert a bigger crisis in the banking system? What is your take on the matter?
Absolutely, because see, I mean, if you look at the secured lending and corporate lending, I mean, that has not grown as much as what we have seen as far as the personal loans are concerned. And I mean, that clearly is I mean, a reason for worry for RBI. And I think RBI governor has mentioned this also a couple of times in the past. It's only now that we have started seeing some sort of an action. I mean, it started with Paytm and then we saw for IIFL, now we have seen for JAM. I don't know, maybe over the next couple of weeks, you'll have more such notices coming up. And I think that's one of the reasons why there is some amount of pressure on the NBFC space. And I think this will continue for a while because unless, I mean, some action is taken now, I mean, you really can't afford to have a blowout in this space because we have seen that happening globally in 2008, and we have seen I mean, what's happened to the various economies. So I don't think we can really afford that in India. So I think it's good that RBI is taking some steps right now to at least take some action out here and cool it down to a certain extent.
So while different banks, different NBFCs have different problems, from the list that we have put out on the chart, Bank of Baroda, probably because of its size, has been ridden with internal corporate governance problems. But that has not reflected in their earnings. So do you think the bigger banks are able to absorb these issues more than other NBFC companies that are slightly smaller?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, if your size is decently large, I mean, these issues can get absorbed. But then I mean, that doesn't absolve them of the regulatory issues which are there. So it's very much possible that they could be pulled up as far as regulatory lapses are concerned. And that could be negative from a stock perspective. So, I mean, when it comes to, I mean, picking up a stock like that, I think one should keep that in the mind.
All right, and it's very interesting the situation that is playing out. I mean, a lot of people are concerned about this regulatory crackdown that RBI has been taking on some of these lenders. I mean, if you blame RBI if they do go out and pretty much hold these companies accountable, and if they don't enough, you blame them still. But how do you see this because the issues are so broad and wide? What do you see is the maybe the the recovery or the thing that RBI could do to stop these lapses in corporate governance?
No, I think like RBI should have been much more proactive, but I mean uh, like it's better to be late than never. So at least they have started acting now. I think that's extremely positive. And when you talk about regulator, the regulator does not see from a market perspective as to what their actions will lead to market reaction. I think they need to look from a stability of the economy, stability of the sector, and that's exactly what they're doing. So, I mean, I'm totally with what RBI is doing because I think clearly, I think they are securing the future than the present.